see fire.
So again, this is from last night. This is from just after midnight on, would be April 17th.
Yep.
In Portland. So if we go, is there sound, Zach? Okay, so if I can be heard over this, just describing to people who are merely listening, we've just got, street view shots of, here's a dumpster that is smoldering, closed. It's probably on fire. We can't see that for sure.
We saw that dumpster this morning. It was definitely
I know
burned.
we're getting there.
Okay.
We're talking about last night. It's all one street. And so we have store closing, everything must go, with an entirely boarded up street. And then if you go back to the last one, you see right next door an anarchy sign, an ACAB, all cops are bastards, and several other things which are visible in the larger photograph, but not here. So I want to come back to my other photos, but not now, because I want to show them at the end of what you want to show.
So here, this is exactly adjacent to the Apple Store, and you see something that has become very common here in Portland downtown. So you've had windows busted up. They have plywood or OSB put over them, and then these spontaneous murals go up. And the murals are of various different kinds. Some of them are accusations. Some of them are designed to portray the protesters as peace-loving and creative.
So presumably we're going to show a bunch of these murals. Like there are a lot,
right?
A lot of beautiful murals, but this one,
many of them have high production values.
Yeah, like actually beautiful street art that, if there was a place to put it that wasn't about having smashed windows and so put wood up in its place, I think that there could legitimately be a place for this sort of art in a functioning city.
Yeah, although I would say, you have talented people, but the fact that somebody is able to put up something colorful and load whatever payload into it they wish, and that this somehow speaks for the people of Portland, is absolutely appalling. So even though some of the murals may say things that one could resonate with, a lot of them really don't. And, either you need some sort of authority to decide what sentiments can be represented, even if you were going to have some place where street art could be put up by citizens. And then the problem is, all right, who decides what sentiment is going to go where? Yeah.
So this one, you can't see the third frame of this mural, what it says, and it's also hard to read. But how it reads, if you're looking straight on, is, if my heart stops turning, will the world do the same? And this strikes me as like, okay, hearts don't turn. Forget the basic biological innumeracy or whatever it is. No worries on that front. But I feel like the initiative behind the sentiment is a desire to know that if their heart stops beating, the whole world will stop.
Right.
And it reveals this level of narcissism, absent any apparent desire to fix things or to make things right. It is entirely about me in the moment and destruction.
Right. And this actually goes to the heart of the misunderstanding here, which is, in some sense, the puzzle is about whatever we are continuing into the future. And the attack on these structures makes it very likely that this system and all those who depend on it will not meaningfully continue into the future. We will be subjugated by someone else, or we will be overrun by some civilization that didn't lose its mind. And so watching people who conflate their own well-being, who basically demand that the world stop if they do, is preposterous. A reasonable person understands that you are rooting for your people, whoever they are, irrespective of whether you're present. If you died tomorrow, do you stop caring about the people that you love? No, you're rooting for them, and suddenly they're hobbled by the fact that they don't have your insight or help in dealing with the challenges of life. But it doesn't change your sense about whether or not things matter. Things matter whether or not you're there. And so
Right.
they've lost sight of this completely.
So where I was hoping to go to first, though, was just, Was the Apple Store on fire? Did the Store burn to the ground? I know you have some pictures of that, and
Yep.
I'd like us to show those to respond to. They're just social media at the moment is, as usual, after these things happen, completely polarized, and we were just there. We actually talked to one of the workers who was working on cleaning up the madness.
So, Zach, can you show one of the pictures from the? Yeah, there you go. It's a little dark, unfortunately, but let's describe it. So we're looking at the same mural that you were just looking at up close. There's a dumpster out in front that has clearly been burned. We can show you that up close in a second. And then to the right there, you see barricades, which are around the Apple Store, which was being renovated.
And by the dumpster is the awning that they apparently set fire. Like the dumpster is under the awning. They set fire to that. The awning's gone. The tree is burned.
And the dumpster was apparently inside the inside the Apple Store compound.
As were the bathrooms that were there for the workers to fix the repairs from the previous riots.
Right.
And the bathrooms got burned to the ground.
So anyway, yes, the Apple compound did burn. The building did not burn to the ground, nor is it very conceivable that it could, given what it's built out of. But nonetheless, Apple was targeted here, and a lot of damage was done. Now,
and
Zach,
do you
could
have
you
a picture
show?
of the placard that Apple's got on the outside?
I don't have it ready. I took it, but I didn't capture it. But could you show the mural on the Apple Store? So I want to describe something here. So this mural is no longer on the Apple Store, but it is worth understanding its history in order to understand or to put in context the events of last night. So the Apple Store, I believe, was being renovated for its own reasons, and was open for one day post-renovation, and then it was shut down by COVID. In the aftermath of being shut down by COVID, it was attacked during riots. Windows were broken, people broke in, and then Apple decided to put up basically a black wall all around, a plywood wall. And then on that wall, a local artist spontaneously put up a mural focused on George Floyd and the famous line, "I can't breathe." And Apple decided to leave the mural in place. Many other artists then contributed to the mural, and ultimately the mural was donated by Apple to Don't Shoot PDX, which is a local police watch group. Now, currently, on the outer fence of the Apple compound, there is a sign. Heather, you have it. You want to read it?
Yeah, I thought we were going to show this. Yes, please. So it reads, "Apple stands with you in the fight for racial and social justice. Black Lives Matter." The community, it's not in those pictures, Zach. I just sent it to you. The community artwork has been entrusted to Don't Shoot Portland in support of their mission for social change. Don't Shoot Portland, a local Black-led human rights nonprofit organization, will incorporate the artwork as part of their Children's Art and Social Justice Council programming. For more information, visit www.don'tshootpdx.org. And there's another one that I was not the one who photographed it. That's even more sort of, it's again, one of these "don't hurt me" walls. And so Apple not only is putting money in the other one, they indicate that they're putting money towards these causes. And this is the response, right?
So I want to hone that to a slightly sharper point.
Yeah.
Apple, this is your fault. You did this to us. You caused this riot. Now, it may be that it would have happened without your help, but it certainly did happen with your help. And the fact that you are pretending that people attacking your store and you having to put up plywood and that creating an opportunity for a local artist to express a sentiment that I don't think represents us universally, and then you treat this as something that has to be honored, is creating the problem. And basically, we have, runaway woke capital, and woke capital has, the back end, the business end, where it does whatever it does financially speaking, and it has the front end where it coddles this kind of sentiment in public. And God damn it, the problem with the "don't hurt me" walls is that what "don't hurt me" really means is go hurt somebody else. So Apple, not only did you have this coming because you set us up for it, but the rest of us who did not have it coming got it too as a result of your activity.